Yo, Kashif, or KJ, if you don't know. This is the third episode of Heads I Win, Tails You Lose. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing very swell. Today I'm going to talk about my first week. First week at the new school. First week at my new crib. Just what I've been doing, how I've been feeling, all that jazz. So, first of all, I'm getting FOMO because, in comparison, is a thief of joy, and I'm very grateful for my situation, and I don't want to sound envious, but I'm getting FOMO because all the people that I know or that I'm cool with are in the gym. They've been doing stuff with their team a ton already. We haven't been able to get in the gym yet. We start next week, and we start at 4 and we end at 6. And I have a class that it's still stuff in here. I have a class that ends at 5, so I'm gonna be able to work out for 45 minutes twice a week, or and it's gonna be that for practice too, which is very unfortunate. But I know my coach. My coach is cool with it. It's no big deal. I think I'm blowing it out of proportion because I said it to my parents, and they were both like, "Is your coach cool with it?" I'm like, "Yeah, but 45 minutes," and they're just whatever. It's no big. It's not like I'm not gonna be there the whole day, and if I only have 45 minutes, that just means that has to be the best 45 minutes all week, But yeah, I'm very excited. Very, very excited. And I'm grateful. I know I'm so blessed to be here. I don't know, man. I just being here, and yeah, I made a joke to myself because all these years, I was telling myself D3, blah blah blah, and now I'm at a freaking D3 JUCO, and even that still feels surreal. The fact, I have a countdown right now, and I'm gonna score my first collegiate point, in 69 days. Nice, 69 days. I will score 68 actually. I will score my first collegiate points ever, and that just, I don't know. That just makes me feel so good. That's real dope to me. And that's something I've been dreaming of my entire life. I've always wanted to be a 1,000-point scorer, and the more I think about it, the more unlikely that'll happen. Because if I no matter what, your points don't carry over from division, so I don't know. I'd have to bust out 2 500-point years, or maybe three 250s. Is that math? No, that's not math. 2 333s, which is 16 points a game, I think, or 15 points a game if you have a 30-point season. 30-game season. I don't know. I'm bad at math. Don't fact check me on that. But yeah, I'm very excited. There's a lot of dogs on this team, and I've been very, very anxious. If you know me, I'm a wreck. If you've listened to any of these and you don't know me, you probably know that I'm a wreck as well. But I've been anxious a lot since I've gotten here. But I think when I'm okay with the anxiety, I obviously I'm never okay with the anxiety. When I'm okay with the anxiety is when I'm not sad. I'm just chilling, and then it just, damn, and I'm what is wrong with me? That one's okay because I know that is something that I'm thinking about. And a lot of the times that's uncontrollable. It's not I put myself in that position. It's just I had a subtle thought, and it just made my heart beat a little fast. The breathing gets a little shallow, and I have a good amount of that. But it makes sense to me because I've been here for a week. I've talked to very few of my teammates, and even when I talk to them, it's on the court stuff watch your back. And then I talked to these 2 girls that live right below me, but not much conversation. They set off the fire alarm, so now every time I see them, I'm hey, you blowing it down in your room again? And that's that. So, but I don't know anyone here. I haven't talked to anyone. I haven't talked to my sister. My cousin's my sweet mate, and he's really cool. Like when you don't see a family member for a long time, you get like nervous that they're gonna be like a wag job when you see them again. But nah, he's chill. He's really chill. But he's very outgoing. Like I used to be like that, but not so much anymore. And he's good with a lot of the people on the team. So, and a lot of the people on the team, like, they have common interests that I'm not interested in. I'm not gonna elaborate on that. But I don't know. I like my stuff. They like their stuff. So that's that. I'm excited to play though. I'm very, very excited to play. I know no matter what the skill, because I got a lot of dogs on my team, but no matter what the skill level is, I know nobody wants it more than me. And I know it doesn't keep anyone up the way it keeps me up. And, the amount of hours and the amount of tears, blood, all that good stuff I put into this, I know it's going to pay off. I'd have to pray and be patient because, it might not be the first game, might not be the second, but I know by the time the year's over, I'll be a scholarship player and prayerfully be making some money. So, yeah, that's what's been, like, kind of keeping me going. Obviously, you go to a new school, like, it's never going to just be perfect off rip. Well, never. I can't speak for everyone, but in my situations, it was never like that. And it's going to take time. And I'm okay with that. Like, the first time around, I was, like, really, like, upset because I was like, damn, bro, like, I've been here all this time. I still haven't talked to anyone. But, like, this time around, I'm conscious of the fact that, like, it will take time. When we start playing basketball and people, like, see my face more often, that may help. But regardless, I love myself. I love the person I am. So I think even if I don't get really super close with people, I'll be okay. But enough about basketball, because as the time goes by, I'll ramble about that more often. The school aspect, I'm in, like, a very ideal situation. All I'm taking is courses for communication. So that is great because I can write all day long, whatever. You tell me to do a fraction problem. If you give me a 6th grade math test, I promise you I will fail. I promise you I will fail. And if I don't fail, I will not do good. But if you tell me to go write a paper right now, I'll do it. I'll do it, and I really won't hesitate. So I love writing. I love talking, like, about academic stuff at least. So yeah, and that's literally what all my courses are. I have one that's like audio, like basically like fixing the audio, and then I have one that's like broadcasting, and then I have a writing class and a sociology class, and then I have an online media class, which I don't like because it is online. That's like literally, to me, online classes is like watching a YouTube video. It is literally watching a YouTube video, and I'm very, like, nervous for that. But I need it, especially for this, because it's literally just like about like making a website and like podcasting and stuff like that. Like journalism online, literally, and that's literally what I'm doing at the moment. So I'm excited about that. I hate math. I really hate math. And if you like math, you're probably a terrorist. Food wise, ironically, the junior college that I go to has much better food than the high major D1 school I went to. The only downside here is that, well, there's 2 downsides. One, on the weekends, it's only open from 12 to 3. So I have a slot from 12 to 3 to eat every weekend, or I have to buy my own stuff. Well, I'm going to have to buy it regardless because, like, I'm not going to just eat at 3 and then that'd be my last meal. So yesterday I didn't get any food. And then today I got 2 burgers, 2 fries, and some water. So that should hold me over for a little bit. And then I have some corn dogs, so I'm just going to eat some corn dogs later. Yeah, shout out corn dogs. I like corn dogs. And then, yeah, the other downside is that DePaul was buffet style. So you had a million options and you get as much as you want, whatever. Here, It's not like that. I also had an unlimited meal plan at DePaul, which was pretty clutch. But here I have 17 swipes. You get a drink, 2 sides, and an entree. And depending on what you get, there's people giving it to you for the most part. Like if you get like the hot food item of the day, like they'll give it to you. Sandwich, they give it to you. Salad, they give it to you. But the good thing, and this is the positives, the food has been pretty solid. And then they're a grill station where like they make burgers, chicken tenders, fries. The fries are real, and we have a farm across the street. So, you know, when you drive up on campus, you're looking at your next meal, and you could literally taste like how fresh the food is. It's great. It's good stuff. Definitely can't complain on that end. Definitely cannot complain on that end. So food wise, like, shout out TC3, I guess. I just wish that there was like a better weekend design for the meals, but whatever. Shout out Peyton Talbot. Shout out Frank Ocean. Shout out you for listening. My roommates are chill. My roommates are very chill. I don't think my other roommate was here last time I made one of these. So yeah, I got another one. He a bot, but he cool. Like a cool bot, you know. Those are definitely a thing. I like it. The roommate dynamic we got going on, pretty swag. I've been kind of lonely because, like I said, not a lot of common interest there. So I've been in my room. Like the other day, my roommate, somebody's like, "Bro, I haven't seen you in like 2 days," and I was just laughing because I've been home. I've just been in my room, just lock myself in here, just watch movies. I hate clothes, so a lot of the time it's like if I want to get up, I have to put on clothes, and I'll just say no, I'm okay. It's whatever. So that's been another reason why I haven't really left the room. I don't like clothes. I do not like clothes. My room is very comfy though. Like I enjoy my room. I enjoy my room a lot. Like it's very like welcoming and warming. I've had a few people over and they've all said like the same thing. I think I need a poster of some sort. I guess the walls look dry, I was told. I don't even know what that means. I've never decorated my room in my life. I have an LED like box thing. That's pretty chill. And then I have a little what are those things called? Agero? Like one of those little fishy lamps that like rotate. And yeah, I love those. I had one when I was little. I like it a lot. And I got a Drew Gilbert Bible. Pretty sure you just got traded though. I'm pretty sure you got traded when I moved in here. Don't fact check me on that because I could be making that up. But yeah, like school itself is alright, bro. Like this is not the worst situation. I do have this like feeling of existential dread though, which is ironic because I just said school's alright, but I do have this feeling of existential dread. And every day, like when I get downtown, I'm like, what am I doing here? I gotta get out of here. Which, you know, I'm saying it like it's normal, but I probably need to talk to someone about that. But like I'm chilling. It's just like I worked my ass off to get to a point, and you know, like when you don't feel like you're where you're supposed to be, I feel like you could be hard on yourself, especially me. I'm very hard on myself regardless, and right now it's just like, damn, bro, this is where I'm at. And like I said, I'm grateful, and like the results are gonna show. Like I worked my ass off this summer. Last school year, I worked my ass off. I missed out on so much because I was in the gym. I burned a lot of relationships because I was in the gym. And I'm so excited to see that hard work pay off this year. I'm really, really excited to watch like that just play out in real time because that's gonna be great. And I'm very I'm so like focused on the fact that like fuck the numbers, like because numbers do lie. Like it really might not be the first game, it might not be the second game, but like it's gonna click, and when it clicks, I'm just not gonna like take my foot off anyone's neck. I'm just so excited, man. And I'm gonna try to make sure I'm like an academic All-American too, as well as obviously shoot for All-American like player. But I'm gonna really shoot for academic All-American because I have a bunch of high academic schools near me, and just prayerfully I can get something. Ideally, wouldn't want to go to an Ivy League school because they don't give athletic scholarships, and I want some money on. So, because I've been really like trending towards an HBCU, but I don't know am I gonna get NIL money there? No. Like, I love basketball, so going to school for free. I'm at a freaking D3 JUCO, and I'm talking about NIL money, you know. So, but like that just shows you where my head's at right now, man. Like, I don't know. I've failed so many times in my life. Like, I've came up just short so many times. And this time, just failure is not an option. Like, and I'm not taking no for an answer. And I don't care what I have to do, like, to get it. Like, I'm going to get it. And that's just it. You know? No beating around the bush. That's that, man. That's that. Yeah, that's school. That's school right now. I gotta work on, like I said, I like being by myself, but I gotta work on like being okay. Cause like last night I was chill, and then like, I think something was like thrown in my face, and then I kind of just went downhill. And I have these feelings often like, am I okay with being by myself because I love myself, or is that something I've said so I feel better about myself being alone because I've been alone for so long, you know? Because I always say like there was a time where like I would tweak because I was alone. Like, that sucks. I don't know if anybody likes being alone. But, I think I'm okay with it. Like, I think that's fine. Like, I'm in my room right now alone. I've been alone all day. I think that's fine. I think it's fine. I don't know, though. I don't know. A lot of times I do things and say things and, like, trick myself into believing that I don't care about something. I'm really good at that. Yesterday I had a panic attack at like 4 a.m, and I was pretty pissed off about something, and I was actively telling myself like, well, I don't really care, but I was having a fucking panic attack, bro. And I don't think like in my heart, I always say this thing, like, the reason why I don't really like liars is because you can lie to yourself so much that you forget if you are lying or you're telling the truth, and then eventually you'll convince yourself that you're telling the truth, and you'll forget that was a lie. I used to do that to myself when I was little. I used to be like, oh, I had 10 or 12 points, but I know I had 6. But I'd be like, I had 10 or 12. And eventually you keep telling yourself that, and then you forget that you even had 6. So then now, like, when before you were saying it and you got that bad feeling in your stomach, you're like, damn, I'm lying. But now you say it and you believe it. So I'm really good at that with myself. I've been doing it since a young age. So I don't really think I cared. And I cared about something. I didn't care about, like, the thing that I would think would send me into a panic attack. But, you know, I was pretty, I don't know. I was a little fucked up last night, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. And then it just made me question, like, is this, like, something that I am okay with? I don't plan on getting married. I don't plan on having kids. So when I'm not in a dorm room and my life is, like, basketball, going home to, like, nothing, is like, am I gonna be like cool with that, or is that something that I just like try to say to cope, you know? And I hope I'm okay with it. I pray I'm okay with it. I think it's really important to be okay with you, and I've said that a lot. But I think that's literally what college is about, just finding myself and just making sure that I'm cool. Like, I'm cool. I'm okay, you know. I love me. I said it a lot. And I think we should all love ourselves. And if we ever get put in a situation where you do have to be alone, like, you're okay. You're okay. And like, with me, it is a little bit my fault. Like, I do get frustrated a little bit. And I'm like, oh, like, why? Why am I never, like, finding, like a crowd? But it is a little bit my fault. Like I said, like, I don't leave my room. Like, my cousin's next door to me. And, like, I don't ever just sit in his room or whatever. I'm very closed off. I don't want to get close to people. Like, I've said I'm very scared of people. I'm very, very scared of people. And I hate the vulnerability that comes with calling someone your friend. Or even your best friend. So, yeah. That's something I'm going to work on this year, though. I'm going to work on that this year because this year has been a little bit weirder than last year. Because last year I had this feeling of like, oh, big boy, I got to do it on my own. But I literally can go home whenever I want now. I have a car. I really feel like a big boy now because I'm doing everything really like a lot by myself. Like I have bills. Like what? I have bills. My mom wanted me to go to the doctor the other day, and she told me that I had to make my own appointment, so I didn't go to the doctor. And I feel better, so whatever. But yeah, that's just kind of where my head's been at, like all over the place. All over the place, man. All over. I've had like 2 days of like extreme like sickness here, and I talked to Sam about it, and he was just telling me that he thinks that it's just like me going to a different location, and he often feels like that when he goes to different locations. Shout out Sam. And yeah, I agree with him. He says things that I don't agree with often, but that is something that I actually do agree with. Like that makes a lot of sense. Just spent a year in Chicago, and now I'm in like Bumble, New York. Couldn't be any more different. You know, I go for runs here and I don't see anything or anyone. If I ran for 2 miles in Chicago, I would be like on the same block. But now it's like a tiny little town. People are like shocked to see black people. I'm pretty sure like 75% of the black community here, black boy community at least, plays a sport here. And I would bet money that that's right. So yeah, that's just where I'm at right now. So definitely gotta, like I'm a partier, so I'm gonna try to, definitely nobody's partying in my community college, so I gotta try to venture out, touch down with some Cortland peeps, and you know, hopefully I can get something going there. But like at the end of the day, like, you know, the goal is to hoop. So if I would 100% be okay with like isolation, but you know, getting to the point where I can you know, hoop to the best of my ability and be like the best version of KJ I could be at the moment, at least. You know, if I have no friends and I get there, fuck it, I promise you I don't care. So yeah, thank you for listening. I think that's it for me today. I'm gonna try to get like 2-3 of these a week, especially when I start hooping, when I have stuff to talk about more. Yeah. I don't really have anything. You know, I've done a few things this weekend, or this week rather. I just don't feel like they're appropriate to talk about on here. You know. Shout out the number 20. I think I got that locked in for this year. We had our player meeting and stuff like that. That was pretty chill. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, this week was pretty up and down, roller coaster for me. Every time I thought I was like, all right, you know what, I'm good, I'm settled in. I went downhill. So, but you know, it's all about, you know, bouncing back. You're gonna fall. That's what happens. It's okay. It's okay to fall, but are you gonna sit on the ground and bitch, or are you gonna fall and brush the dirt off and start walking again? I'm past the days of bitching, you know. I can't control anyone else. And a lot of shit in my life I can't control. And if I can't control it, ain't no point in bitching. All I can do is make sure the people in my life know that, like, I care. And I let myself know that I care. And after that, I just know I'm trying my best. And then what happens. It's in God's hands now. I'm trying to learn that, like, a lot of the stuff that, like, I get worked up about, you know, like, dude, you can't control it. So just let it go. Practice that right there. When the heart starts beating fast, start getting a little angry, start getting a little anxious, start getting a little sad, just add in a nice little eye close if you see fit. Oh, that's my KJ advice of the day. last thought, because I was thinking about this the other day. You know, I think that I was talking to somebody about this. I think beauty's a lot in the eye of the beholder, and not beauty in the sense of physical beauty, but inner beauty, and just like the kind of person you are, or you know, anything in that area. I think all that is in the eye of the beholder, but it's going to be really hard for the beholder to see the beauty if the person, if the quote unquote beauty itself doesn't believe that it's beautiful. So if you're not confident in what you're doing, then 9 times out of 10, nobody else is going to like it. How many of us know like a terrible athlete that gets props because they think that they are the greatest person of all time? I'm not saying that that's good, but they're doing what they want to do because they think that they're good. And how many of us know a good athlete that is getting held back because they think that they're ugly? I'll take you one step even further. How many of us know a ugly bitch that gets bad bitches because they think they're bad? And how many of us know a bad bitch that's never got bitches in their life because they think that they're chopped? Stay with me now. Stay with me now. So when you are doing whatever you're doing in life, even if you don't really believe it, fake it till you make it, bro. You got to be your biggest critic, but then there can't be a bigger fan. There cannot be a bigger fan. You have to love yourself and support yourself more than anyone else possibly could, or it's just not going to work, you know. So, but that's all for me. That's all for me. I hope you enjoyed. I kind of was all over the place today. Well, hectic Sunday. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed listening. And like I said, I'll be back again sometime early next week and then late next week and then maybe on a Sunday because we'll have like that first week of workouts, and then maybe eventually I'll get like a solid schedule. Hopefully. But yeah, I hope you have a blessed day, and thank you for listening. As always, if this was your first time, hopefully you'll come back. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, thank you. Have a blessed day.